If you want to work with influencers, you really need to let go. You really need to trust their editorial content, and you need to give them the freedom because it is their channel, it's their own brand.
Eva, nice meeting you again.
Yes, you too.
Let's start with how important are influencers for advertisers?
I think today influencers are very important for advertisers, and especially moving forward with channels coming up like Snapchat, the world of YouTube. I think youth is really following and watching influencers, not necessarily brands or other celebrities.
Yeah.
So it is very important.
Yeah. And what would you say to brands or advertisers that still hesitate with using influencers?
I can imagine that there is hesitation.
Why?
By brands, because in a way I think there's something really critical. If you want to work with influencers, you really need to let go. You really need to trust their editorial content, and you need to give them the freedom because it is their channel, it's their own brand. So they also have their own style and guidelines. So there are no pre-production meetings, there are no castings, there are no storyboards.
But is it still so hard for brands to let the steering wheel go?
Well, it is a little bit, because if you work on a traditional campaign, then you know exactly what you're going to get at the end.
Yeah.
But if you work this way, then you don't really know what you are going to get at the end. So it's, I can imagine that it's not easy for quite a lot of brands, but my suggestion would be start small, experiment a little bit, don't put too big budgets behind it, but just learn a little bit and then see that it has a very positive effect and then grow from there, or at least that's the way we did it. Yeah. I didn't come also with one massive big campaign risking everything.
Started small and then make it bigger. Yeah. Because last time we spoke about the You campaign with a commercial directed by the Cinemates.
Yes.
Was it successful?
It was very successful. We've had 7 million views on that commercial, which is really unheard of in a way as a YouTube film from a commercial brand, literally there. And we haven't used any other channel really than getting them to promote the content. Yeah. So their capacity for reach is enormous. After that, we've gotten a lot of people following our channels, also thanks to them and to the launch of Vodafone You. Yeah. And there's a 95% positive sentiment for Vodafone as a brand.
Wow. 95?
Yes. Using influencers and other channels like Snapchat, also with influencers, it has a huge amount of positive sentiment, which you don't get with any other social media channel.
But is sentiment a secret recipe for success?
Well, for us, obviously, we're trying to create engagement with youth. So as a commercial brand, it's pretty difficult. Because
so sentiment helped with getting engagement?
Yes, sentiment definitely. If your sentiment is positive, then people engage with you for a long time. For example, following your Snapchat stories or watching your YouTube films. And therefore, it's super critical to have that level of positivism. Yeah.
So the You campaign, does it get a follow-up?
Yes. Basically, the whole concept of power to the prepaid people gets a follow-up. So the first big thing was the launch of You, where we gave the power to the Cinemates.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, and our customers making our commercial. And now we continued with opening Vodafone and Nel as Snapchat account. Mm-hmm. And again, we've found 2 young people, Quinn and Mitchell, that we have recruited as the Snapchat crew. And we also give them the power, and we give them the channel. Yeah. So they run it for us. Yeah. It's not us, or it's not a 25+ person doing that, sending commercial messages.
But the campaign stays only on Snapchat?
The campaign, no. We will have a follow-up of power to the prepaid people again with maybe another commercial. Yeah. We're discussing about it now, probably for the summertime. So, but as a concept, we will continue to just give the power to the young target audience for them to run our channels. Now we are having at the Veed festival a live reporter, and again they are going to own our Snapchat channel and live report from the festival tomorrow. So it's again power to them.
Cool. Hey, thanks and enjoy your day.
Yes, you too.
Thanks. Eva.